best player and told the audience he was in retirement. A new and more lucrative contract was all that Tomo needed to get back into the action. Hawthorn kicked a record against Essendon at VFL Park thanks to an 11-goal spree by rover Lee Matthews. Then
the wins out through the aid of Leon Rice, who shepherded well for him. Towards the half-forward line it goes. Collingwood players galore. Georgie Bisset, the hero of the Collingwood fans, streams downfield. Kick goes towards full forward. Over the back, McKenna. McKenna's mark. Peter McKenna from 35 metres out, directly in front. Collingwood's lead is 5 points at the 17.5-minute mark of this final quarter. McKenna has 3, and a goal here would be invaluable.
Would be vital, Peter. Vital is the word.
Let's watch it. Drop punt by McKenna. The goal umpire doesn't move much. It's there. 4th goal to Peter McKenna.
And what a great comeback it's been. Don Scott is grabbed by Thompson. Bisset's in there for Collingwood. Gets his boot to ball. Martello's in pursuit, out on the outer wing position.
Didn't. There's a throw-in taking place. It's Jones getting up in front. Hooked it back to the back of the pack. Taken by Bisset. He snaps over his head, but I think he's hooked it too far. Only one behind.
Bobby Walls. We'll be back to Jeff Clifton to drive the ball into play. Just there's a story of the game on the board. Just having looked downfield, and believe you me, the runners are certainly being well worked today. Jeff Clifton defending out towards the grandstand side of the ground. Peter Jones into the back of Thompson, and Dean chipping in and marking easily.
That's a good move. That's the second time that Thompson and Jones have competed, and Dean chipped in to take the mark. The kick's up toward Bisset in the centre of VFL Park. Bisset takes the mark, and umpire Robertson said, it's yours. You can play on now, which he does. Looks for Max Richardson. He's being chased by Kevin Hall. The ball on the turf in front of this pair. Neither can grab it as yet. Oh, Richardson well recovered there. He picked it up nicely. He left foots it up towards the half-forward zone. It's beaten all.
On top of the ball and crashing through is courageous Gary Crane. Kicks high up towards centre half forward, and diving mark comes off for Lee Adamson.
Lee Adamson should come straight up the ground toward Thompson. Thompson at centre half forward. The kick by Adamson hasn't got it correctly. It's from the side of the boot. Robert Dean flying. Oh, and just got it. A juggle mark has been paid. He's dead in the centre of the ground. The lead is out toward the half-forward flank. The kick hasn't travelled to Oborn. Over the back of the pack is Bisset waiting the crumb. It's Bisset now on the half-forward flank. Looks for Thompson. Thompson stretching. Thompson takes the mark in the forward pocket. Skittles a couple, or just about skittled a couple of cameramen on the way through. And then Thompson from this position has a very difficult shot. Well, just see what comes out of this. Southby on the mark has now been relieved, and Southby will go back and take his position, his rightful one, in the goal square. Thompson from this position, only 40 yards out. Or we go back to 35 metres. Thompson shoots at goal. It's swinging. It's up there. Back pocket, kicking up toward the wing area where it's over the back, Salmon, but the man taking the mark is Alan Atkinson. Atkinson half-forward flank on the members' side, with Collingwood kicking to the Wellington Road end of VFL Park, looking for Jenkins. Jenkins spoiling. It's been picked up. It could have been a holding the ball decision. The crowd appealed for it. Taken by Jenkins, now kicks in toward the goal. Big Bob Hurt is there for Collingwood. Can't get to this one. It's bouncing toward the goals. It's close. Bisset gets there. A goal! A goal kicked by Georgie Bisset, but he went straight to the goal post in doing it. And Collingwood now have gone to the front by 1 point after that goal by Bisset. But Bisset not looking the best. He ran straight into the goal post after kicking it. Georgie Bisset helping, or being helped up now by the trainers. The entire Collingwood defence will have to tighten up somewhat, but it's back to the centre bounce with umpire Robinson. Jones and Nichols doing battle. Nichols hand passing out to Thompson, hand passing out to Bisset. Bisset's kick going out. It's been picked up by Dool, who burst his way through the pack, and a short kick coming up where it's been missed by each player in turn. Taken here by Adamson, a hand pass downfield to Bisset. Bisset now on the right foot, looking downfield to where we see the...
Tries to get in, tried to be tapped out here. It's been tapped out by Wayne Richardson towards Bisset. Bisset with the fumble, secures, gets a hand pass out here, and now it's Collingwood through Adamson. See the ball go up towards our half-forward flank position, and the mark will be played down there, and it'll be Alan Atkinson to take the kick. He's on half-forward.
Direction of Quirk. Quirk turning now from half-back, kicking back towards centre wing. Players competing for the mark. The man being played, Wayne Richardson of Collingwood. He's still on centre wing, going into a placement kick in toward Bisset. Bisset up toward the point of the diamond on the wing area. Foot pass finds Cranage, all a bit slow, but Cranage moves forward now, looking for McKenna. The ball bounces part of the third quarter. Jenkins against Peter Jones. Jones tapping down to Bisset. Bisset picks up, shoots one in toward McKenna. McKenna out in front, cut. Mackay flat in the middle of the back, and he will take the free kick.
From that kick up towards the half-forward flank, Walls is the player who's given the lead. The bounce, an unkind one for him, taken by Salmon. A hand pass comes across towards Bisset. Bisset turn across the centre, looks for his teammate down there, but it's Austin who came in strongly and it's Cranage who applauds the umpire's decision and says, yes, I'll take the free kick.
He didn't applaud him before when he gave away that free kick to Mackay. It's Cranage now, coming from half-back, driving out towards centre-half forward for Collingwood. Jenkins in the pack, Jenkins in front. Could have been paid the mark, but they're hard to get paid today. Picked up by Robert Dean, who drives in toward the forward pocket. Southby slips. He's trapped. It's Wearmouth once again. The Carlton defence standing up to terrific pressure. Wearmouth comes in from the forward pocket. A short pass is on, and the mark has been taken by Bisset.
Bisset in the forward pocket. Only 15 metres out from goal. Collingwood needing
matches. The kick in from Southby, who's thrashed McKenna today. Comes down to Thompson now from the hands of the pack. Thompson hand passes out. A chance for Collingwood once again. Bisset again. Will he get this one? Georgie Bisset goes forward. This time he's on line. George Bisset has kicked his third goal. And listen to the crowd roar at VFL Park. Anybody who told you that this stadium here lacks atmosphere would be
successful, because that's all a coach could ask. It's from the knock, a big knock by Roberts, but he infringed against Jenkins. A little bit unfortunate, I'd say, as I don't feel it was intentional, but nevertheless, whether it's intentional or not, the free kick must be awarded. In this case, it goes to Graham Jenkins. Jenkins being a force so far, opening up as the first ruckman. Favouring the drop kick. It's a long kick by Jenkins, wide over Dean's head, but Bisset backs him up. Bisset takes the ball, a short kick, and it's taken by Kink, I should say. Renee Kink, the replacement for Peter McKenna today. He's wide on the forward pocket, close to the boundary, right on the boundary line, as you can see in the screen there. A kick from Kink, offline, and only 1 point results. But the mere fact that King would have taken that mark and had a shot at goal would give the young boy a big lift. From the throw-in, it's Jenkins and Green. Neither player could get a clear knock at it. Green then punches the ball forward, but it's taken by Bisset. Bisset's left foot kick towards centre-half forward, looking for Thompson. It's top of the head. Could have been taken a mark almost, but called play on. If we see Gott get a hand pass to Bisset, Bisset puts the ball wide to the half-back flank. It's the ground. It's Jenkins and Green jostling for position as Green gets it over the back, but it's taken by Bisset. His kick smothered. It's recovered now by Salmon of Collingwood. A hand pass from Salmon goes forward as we see Max Richardson come through. He gets a hand pass to Bisset, and Bisset pushes the ball wide to the centre wing position. Thompson, it was over Thompson's head. Fowler breaks away from the back line. A high kick from Fowler goes to the centre wing. Bisset's waiting for it, and Bisset, with the great courage that Bisset has got, stood his ground and takes the chest mark. George Bisset.
He let Wood know he didn't like it too. Bisset now takes a short one. Doesn't quite come off, but here's a chance now for Dean to put them forward. And they're going in pretty hard on Wayne Richardson, the Magpie skipper, has marked.
Thompson coming right up from centre-half forward to compete for the knockout as Jenkins stood back there. You saw Jenkins in the screen standing well back from the knock as Thompson came right down. Thompson gets the kick, goes for short, looking for Oborne, who's been getting away from Stewart. Oborne goes over the top to Bisset. Bisset wastes no time in putting the ball forward. A floating kick from Bisset, punched away by McGee, knocked forward by Kane. Taken now by Dean, whose kick goes down. It's bouncing one way than the other. It might be a goal now.
Green goes up there. Green gets a tap away too. Bartlett comes through, but ran right into Wayne Richardson, allowing Bisset to come through.
Get a hand pass over and knock over the top. Carter put a left foot to the ball. It goes straight across the ground. Dean comes across. It's play on as Dean gets a hand pass towards Bisset. Bisset's under a lot of pressure, but he handballs over the top to Dean. Dean back to Bisset, and Collingwood falls forward again as Bisset drives the ball wide. Up goes
immediately. Baum comes out. The ball bounces over his head. It's punched away towards Bisset here. Bisset in the back pocket now. Takes a bit of a run. Bisset still running. Lamb has stopped in his tracks there as the ball is kicked to the wing position.
Wood takes possession and drives Richmond out of danger as it goes to the half-forward line. Green was up and it's punched away by Gott. Gott gets it forward again to Bisset. Bisset, a beautiful piece of play by Bisset. He drives it forward and Thompson comes down to take a lovely mark. 15-metre penalty being paid against Fowler for not allowing Thompson to go back for his kick. And I would say that Thompson will put this ball right into the teeth of goal. He's well out from goal. He's about 70 metres out. And not a good kick from Thompson. It's off the side of the boot. It's a real float.
To the goal square. There they go. Taken there by Sproul. Sproul kicks. It lands in the goal square. Out comes wee Georgie with it.
Bisset get the knock when it comes back now, where Lamb collides with his own teammate in Kevin Bartlett. And out of it all, we see a Collingwood free kick to Cranage. Cranage with the ball. Cranage drives it to the half-forward line. Green coming across, couldn't hold the mark. It comes back to Bartlett, and Bartlett's knocked out of the way by McGee. It gets forward to Bisset. Bisset goes short, looking for Kink, and Kink accepts the mark. Kink has kicked one earlier in this risen to the occasion and been able to take it away rather than just, face the challenge. As we see it get across to Bisset. Bisset swings the ball back. Not a good looking kick, but nevertheless effective as Jenkins takes it up. As Carter. Not a good looking kick. It's swinging close to the boundary line. Big Hurd came across, but he couldn't take the mark. It could be a free kick to Hurd. It is. Neil Baum coming across well after the ball. Unnecessarily pushed Hurd in the back as Hurd had already missed the mark, and it was through for 1 point. Hurd tries to go across the face of goal, but kicked the ball through the points and has to come across and come out this side of the ground. Neil Baum on the mark. Bob Hurd retrieving the ball to put the ball back into play for Collingwood, with Collingwood at the moment 10 goals 7, leading Richmond 3-5 as Hurd puts it up. Carter made a great attempt to mark. Walsh came out, was held but called play on as Bisset didn't look for any free kicks. He wasted no time at all. Max Richardson fell at the vital stage. It came off his boot and trickled over the line for a throw in the dead centre of the ground. George Bisset really rising to the occasion like many Collingwood players and being a great player, easily the best rover so far. Again, Bartlett's kick goes wide. It's a high floater as Cranage comes out. The ball, bouncing the ball, beats Cranage. Bisset's there once again though, and he swings it back into the centre, looking for Cranage this time. Coming across was Wayne Richardson. He takes possession, gets a left foot to the ball. It's all Collingwood. As Atkinson takes it, walks around Sheedy, now drives the ball down, looking for Kink, who's out in front. It's Payne who's down on that half-back line. Bartlett's kick, dropping short, it's punched away by Hurd. Goes to Bisset again. Bisset a hand pass across to Clifton. And Collingwood stream down the ground as Clifton gets a hand pass across. Taken by Holmes. Holmes back to Clifton. Clifton goes over the top again to Atkinson. Atkinson further down the ground to Thompson. Thompson runs back the wrong way. Now gets a kick back into the centre of the ground. And it's Max Richardson.
And Dick Clay's gone onto the forward line for the Tigers. Kick now from Max Richardson. It's a long one to the edge of the goal. Gee, I thought he was going to ball it up for a stride. Throw-in takes place. Big Jerker goes in. Knocks the ball cleanly over to Salmon. Salmon to Bisset. Collingwood out of trouble. Bisset going for a run along that outer flank. Green's after him. Bisset will get his kick. Bisset up towards the wing position.
Centre with a beautiful kick, almost to the centre of the ground. Stewart was up, couldn't take the mark. Bisset couldn't quite get to there, but he does with a great piece of play. Swings out and drives the ball forward towards Hurd. Collingwood 12-9. Richmond have kicked 5 goals 6, as we see a short one that shouldn't have been allowed by the Tigers. Now they go short again. Coming across was Wood. Unfortunately for Collingwood, umpire Dalla says that Wood couldn't punch the ball away. As Salmon puts the ball high up in the air. It's a bad kick from Salmon. And a courage plus for Bisset to come across and take the mark. He goes on quickly, puts it to the half from him by Adamson. Coming across is Dean. He couldn't get to it. Bisset comes across. Bisset picks the ball up. Balks, moves, gets out of trouble with a left foot kick now. Back to the centre wing.
And he favours the outer flank with his kick. Slightly towards that. Up goes Jerker Jenkins from behind. Jerker battles on. The ball comes across here and Holmes gets a long hand pass over towards Bisset. Bisset being tackled by McGee. Bisset's held. Bisset's still going. He's tackled now by Clay. Out it comes to Wayne Richardson. It's called play on by umpire Bill Dalla. And Wayne's kick is points the difference in favour of the Magpies.
A lovely kick by Clay towards the member side of the ground. Stewart up high over the top. Price again comes out with the pack, out of the pack with the ball. Hooks it back over the shoulder where Bisset's all on his own. It's over, almost over his head. And we see Bisset juggling the mark to take it. Bisset a great first half, very quiet in the third term. At one stage in the hands of the trainers with the cramp.
Dean.
Bisset. There's Thompson and McGee. Bisset goes short, looking for Kink and finds Kink with a lovely pass. Kink in a similar position to where he kicked one in the second term. He's kicked 3.
It's quarter time. Took him a quarter to find his feet. A big kick from Burke, back into the forward zone once again. Nobody able to take it. Georgie Bisset from behind. It fell into his arms. Nobody touched it. Bisset driving the Tigers out. 5 points of difference. Up they go. No.
See Bartlett have plenty of time to swing around. Puts it back towards Roy's Hart. He's bustled out of the way. Collingwood falling. A great effort to mark by Clifton. He's backed up by Gott, who comes across. Gott's bundled out of the way. Might have nearly been a free kick. Gott, it is Gott's free kick. As Gott picks the ball up, goes into the centre of the ground, finds Price, who's been a good player in this term. Price goes on across the ground where we find Bisset. Bisset fumbles the ball on the first occasion, but has time to steady. Puts it wide, looking for Dean. Dean's on his own, and Dean steadies a play out. Kicks it, drives it towards Hart. It's Hart, punched away from Hart. Back to Bisset. Bisset drives the ball out of danger for the moment. Sheedy puts the ball down, looking for, as Thompson punches the ball down. Carter almost took it, it's bundled away from him. As Bisset comes away with it, looks for Manasseh, an awkward bounce for Manasseh, because whoever loses is out of it for the season.
Oh, there's a free. Going to Wayne Richardson, 26 minutes into the final quarter. Wayne Richardson, the Magpie skipper from the wing position on the outer side of the ground, drives it up forward. Big hurdles there, couldn't hold the mark. There's a chance for Bisset. Bisset from the pocket kicks. It's into the goal square.
Pascoe goes on. My word, he looks an athlete, this boy. Sends it downfield, and underneath it is Walsh. Walsh is pushed out, I thought. There's Bisset in the defence. Well played, Bisset, as he kicks it wide out towards the boundary line. Two Collingwood players there. Shepherd takes it comfortably. Shepherd then sends it down the half-forward line. Thompson goes up and takes a beauty. Thompson's on. Look at the giant running down the half-forward flank. Sends a long one down towards the goal square. Brown takes it. It's not allowed. Cannell comes through. The umpire's going to pay it. Well, the umpire's paying it, and Thompson has been a magnificent centre-half forward since half-time.
Well, we've out here at Magpie Land, they've always said that with a player like Thompson, if you had two of him, you'd have one at centre-half forward and one in the first ruck.
Well, Bob Hurd's done that first ruck job to perfection today. And here comes Brown to shoot for goal. He's done it. Look at the crowd. No, the yells were a bit too early. We call the goals by the Collingwood crowd here, but they must be getting complacent because they're well in advance now. It's 2 goals the difference, 10-14 to 12-14.
And that's behind number 4 to Brown from the forward pocket. He's kicked 3 goals, 4 in fact.
Taken by Walsh, over to Nichols. Nichols with game 3:22, kicks downfield, and Georgie Bisset on the line. That gallant little man, that wonderful personality, that great player, Mr. Bisset.
Well, Georgie Bisset, as so often he does in that last line of defence in the final quarter. Thumped away. Dean tries to take it. It's Clifton who comes through the pack. He meets a solid one, and he'll get the free kick, Clifton, as you saw the head go back.